Animal, your teacher for nutrition and alternative medicine. Ladies out there, I want you to watch this video to learn how to use soup to heal your uterus. So if you're out there and you suffer fibroids or know anyone who does, you suffer endometriosis, endomyosis, painful periods, blocked tubes, recurrent urinary infections, recurrent PDIs, and any other disease that affects the reproductive system, I want you to watch this video and learn how to make the soup that heals your uterus in your sleep. So basically what you need to do is go to the market and buy various vegetables. Like you see, I bought mine. So buy the vegetables that you can get. All vegetables were created by God to provide food for human beings, but also to be medicine to man. So all vegetables are actually medicine. So whichever you have, whether you have guava, whether you have cabbage, celery, spinach, nakati, whatever, malakwang, whatever, all those are medicines. Bring them. The more you have, the more the variety, the better the medicine that you'll get out of them. So bring them home and get the biggest saucepan that you can, because we're not going to make this soup every day. So for me, what I do over the weekend, I make mine and stock it away so that during the course of the week, I just get it from the fridge and warm it. So get the biggest saucepan, put all the vegetables that you've brought after washing them well. But there are some that are really a must-have to add with whatever you have. So when you're buying everything, don't forget to buy yourself onions. Those are must-have. Don't forget to buy ginger, unless you're allergic to it. Some people have ulcers, perhaps don't take ginger. But if you don't have ulcers, or if you can take, ginger is very good for cleaning the uterus, for healing it. So bring ginger, bring turmeric, unless you're really allergic to turmeric. But turmeric is one of those really good plants which treat the uterus. So bring it, and you're going to make soup out of it with the whole vegetables that you brought. Get yourself herbs like oregano. Unless you really can't find it. But oregano is a natural antibiotic. I wish that all of us can get oregano and add it to our soup. Then get yourself parsley. Parsley is also very good. It's also a natural antibiotic. It treats urinary infections. It's very good. Mint, very good. Rosemary, very good. Cinnamon, both the leaves, the bark, the powder, they're all good. Whatever you can get it. So those are the must-haves. So those of you also who are not allergic to chili pepper or cayenne pepper, bring it so that the soup is hot as in hot, but also it's really hot to help you clean the uterus very well. So when you bring the things, like I said, use the biggest saucepan, get as many of them as you can, put in the saucepan, add water, add enough water to make enough soup for the whole week if you don't want to make every day. So you could add like 3, 4, 5 liters, or even 6, depending on how big the saucepan is. Put them there, plus the must-haves. The must-haves like onions. Put a lot of onions in there. Put enough garlic, enough turmeric, enough ginger. Put them, plus your vegetables that you've got. And then get yourself sea salt. Now, you don't use the ordinary salt that we're using every day. Use sea salt, because sea salt is medicinal and it's low in sodium. It's the one you should be using. So put these things on fire and let them boil. After they boil, reduce the heat to the minimum and let them simmer on low heat to reserve their nutrients. So they can simmer on low heat so their nutrients mix together for about 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, carry the saucepan off the fire and then sieve, get containers, and keep your soup there. Normally, we recommend that you keep it in quantities of half liter, that is 500 mils. So get containers where you put half liter for the whole week, and then store in the fridge, for those of you who have a fridge. So every night, you'll be taking this soup as your dinner. So that means you don't take dinner completely. You don't take dinner so that the stomach is totally empty. So the body can easily absorb this soup. So the soup is taken hot. So get it from the fridge, put it back on the fire, let it warm. And then every night, take a half liter of this soup before you sleep. So the body will be healing you, treating you with this soup. So this soup is also good for people who have issues with indigestion, people who have arthritis, diabetes, and different kind of diseases. We even use it for people who are suffering cancer. And really, it gives good sleep, but besides good sleep, it treats the body. Now, the next morning, when you wake up, because the body has been doing healing at night, start with water. Don't just start with anything. Start with water. That's the first thing you take on the next following morning. And then I want to introduce to you to herbs which we've used successfully as HNT to help various women and families. You've seen me posting many testimonies, especially this month, of women who have managed to conceive and even give birth after so many years battling with different reproductive diseases. But we used herbs like the ones I mentioned. The first one is Fertili. Fertili is a combination of various herbs from Africa that we use to treat the uterus. So what you do, get your flask of 1 liter, get a teaspoon of Fertili, put it in that flask. The other one is called Prunus Africana. Prunus Africana in Uganda is called intercessor for you who have Uganda. So we make a powder of Prunus Africana, which is good for the uterus, but also helps men with prostate challenges like prostate cancer, prostate enlargement, UTIs, but it's very good for women. So it treats infection, but also treats fibroids, cysts, and everything. So we add it in the same flask to make a cocktail tea, taking the medicinal properties of all these herbs. The other one is Cactus. Cactus is one of the herbs. If you don't have all the herbs, have Cactus. Cactus treats almost every disease that I can think about. So get a teaspoon of Cactus, add it also there. Dandelion. Dandelion is very good for cleansing the liver, but also balances hormones and treats many diseases. Add Dandelion also in that same flask. Moringa. Moringa is a superfood. So get a teaspoon of Moringa, add it in the same cup, the same flask, and then finally add green tea. Now, when we combine all these herbs into one, we get the healing properties of each of these herbs, mix them together, and then during the course of the day, you just keep drinking that tea little by little. Like they say, anytime is tea time. So yeah, so you just keep taking a little by little of this tea, herbal tea. You're allowed to add honey to taste. You can add some lemon if you wish. Yeah, so during the course of the day, you keep taking it. But also, I want to introduce you to the juice that treats the uterus and helps your body restock back iron. So there's a tendency of many reproductive diseases causing many women to lose a lot of blood, especially during during their menstrual periods, especially things like fibroids. And then you're constantly anemic. So this juice will help treat the uterus, but stock the body back with iron, and it's very good for fertility. So if you're kind of woman who has all these reproductive health challenges and also want to conceive, I want you to learn how to make this juice or the ingredients of this juice. So you need to have beetroot, is one of the leading ingredients in this juice. You need to have spinach, you need to have carrots, you need to have apples, but if you don't have apples, you can also use pineapple to improve the taste. You need to have cucumber. So this juice, this glass is a combination of beetroot, spinach, carrots, apples, and cucumber. So during the course of the day, if you are doing this program very well, you'll be healing at night using the soup. Then during the course of the day, you're healing using the herbal tea and the juice. So you keep alternating. You take some juice, some tea, all through the course of the day. And then at night, you take the soup. When you're hungry, you eat some fruits. So if you are joining us for the October challenge for soup, and you are in the category of women who have these all reproductive health challenges, I want to invite you. Call us on this number, 0777 328836. Then we supply you. We can supply you with everything that I've mentioned. We can supply you with the herbs. We can supply you with the juice. We can supply you even with the soup. But if you're financially constrained, I've given you the ingredients. I've basically given you the ingredients for the juice, the ingredients for the soup. I've even told you the herbs. So I pray that you will heal totally this October. Do it with prayer, because true healing comes from God himself, and it's actually God himself who made these plants, and he spoke them into being with so much power. And I pray that the healing properties in these fruits, vegetables, herbs, and the soup will heal you totally this October. May God bless you.